One of the most common questions I get from escape room owners is, where is my revenue coming from? Is it social media? Is it paid media? Like, what is working and what isn't? Hi, I'm Birch. I'm a professional digital marketer, and we've scaled tons of escape rooms across the country. We've sold millions of dollars in escape room bookings. And since this question comes up so often, I wanted to make a quick video and show off Google Analytics 4's new report that shows exactly where your bookings are coming from and exactly how much money you've earned from those bookings. So that way you can make some really great business decisions around it. So to get started, let's open up Google Analytics 4. And I just got this loaded here. This is one of our escape rooms. I'm going to blur out some information here so that way you can't see specific numbers because this is private data after all. But Google Analytics 4 looks like this right now as of October 2022. And on the left-hand side, if you hover over these icons, you'll get a couple navigation options. And we want to go to reports. And when you hit reports, you get a report snapshot. But on the left-hand side here, we want to focus on the life cycle. And this is really the core of Google Analytics 4. You have three drop-down menus here: acquisition, engagement, and monetization. Acquisition is reports based on how are people getting to you. Engagement is once they're on your website, what are they doing? Monetization is specifically reports based on people putting in the credit card on your website. So basically information about your purchasers. Now, we kind of want to report a little bit about your purchasers and about where people are coming from. So we're going to start with acquisition. If we hit the acquisition button, we're going to go down to user acquisition. Now in Google Analytics, every time someone goes to your website, they are considered a user. After clicking user acquisition, this report will come up. And this is the one I want to focus on for a little bit here. So step one, whenever you're in a Google Analytics 4 report, check your date range. At the top right here, you can see I'm looking at the last 7 days. This is a really active escape room, so 7 days is enough data for us to take a look at this, but I really encourage people to look in 30, 60, 90-day increments, so that way, a down week or a holiday weekend doesn't throw off your data. You can look at it aggregated. So I'm going to leave it as 7 days for now. The first chart I want to look at here is this bar chart in the top right. New users by first user default channel groupings. So what does that mean? The default channel groupings are the groupings of where we're going to say someone came from. So you can see here we have direct, organic, paid search, email, and organic social. So just to break this down a little bit, direct means someone's punching in your website directly in a browser. They're opening up their phone, they're opening up Chrome and going yourwebsite.com. And when they do that, that's considered a direct user. Organic search is someone opening up Google or Bing and typing in escape rooms near me. Or even they could be typing in your escape room name and then clicking through to you. This also includes Google My Business traffic. This is organic search. Paid search is Google primarily, but there's also Bing and other search engines, but most traffic comes from Google for paid search nowadays. And that's someone clicking on an ad in search, okay? And that can also be Google Maps if it's paid, but that would not be like a display network ad. This is just people in Google search clicking on a search ad. Email is fairly self-explanatory. This is people coming to your website through emails that you sent to your database. Organic social is non-paid social. So this is you just posting on Instagram, Facebook, anything like that you didn't pay to promote. Now, there would be a paid social if this particular person was pushing paid social, but they're not, so we don't have a paid social. With that in mind, we can see here new users by first user default channel grouping. So this is new users, all right, not returning users. So this is only tracking how they got to your website first in the time range. Now, this is good to know because it's really important to identify where people are coming from first. How do they find you? How did they get exposed to you? Because they might Google you, go to your website, and then see an ad later and then come in. But their first awareness was through Google or direct or paid search, right? And now you might be thinking, okay, someone typed in my website through direct. How is that actually how is that helpful? Well, that's kind of the catch-all for all non-digital marketing. So if you take out a billboard, right, people see it and they're going to look you up. And that might end up being a direct URL if your website's really easy to type in, or that could be more organic searches. And there's more reports to back that out. But direct is kind of the catch-all for any non-online marketing that we can't really track that well. And there are ways to track it, but this is just the big default groupings, right? Another common one I see is people take out ads in movie theaters and they say, hey, go here. Okay. Well, direct is going to get a pop probably if you take out ads in a movie theater. To the left here, with all that in mind, we can see a little line chart and we can see in the time range, was there a pop of something, people coming in from a channel specifically. So right here on the 13th, we had a good pop of email. So obviously we sent out an awesome email campaign. 71 people came through. Fantastic. And then we can see on Saturday, we had the normal Saturday rush of organic search. People going, hey, I want to go do escape room. Paid search, awesome. We're optimizing for the weekend. Great. Organic social was lower, but actually higher. See, there we go. It's low, but higher than Friday and Thursday. Makes sense. So you can back out a little bit of data, but how do we back out how much money this is making, right? It's great if you take out that ad at the movie theater and, but you get that great pop, new users, but are they converting? Are they making you money? It'd be great if we're getting all these people from social and email, but are they making any money? So that's definitely the big question here. So to do that, we're gonna scroll down and look at this handy dandy chart they have for us. And you can see here, direct, organic search, paid search, email, organic social, referral. Display network is a form of Google Ads. So sometimes you'll see even more default channel groupings. They're here, they're definitely here. So one tricky thing about Google Analytics 4 is that these charts get hidden really easily. And you have a little bar down here that lets you scroll left and right. So right now we're sorting by new users. So how many new users in order of most to least are we looking at? Then we have engaged users, an engagement rate. So, okay, we have 3 engaged metrics. Now, one big pivotal change with Google Analytics 4 is that there's a huge focus on engagement. One thing, someone loading your web page, but did they do things on it? And that's where these engaged metrics come from. So direct, when people type in the website, 50% of them actually do something. And that's click, scroll, right? If someone just shows up at the website then leaves, they're not engaged, so they weren't interested. So that tells us something. Organic search, 72% actually did something on the website. So this is more valuable traffic, right? And then we can look at engaged sessions per user, which kind of gives us a ratio of, how many people are actually engaged per session. So, but that's, awesome data, things to think about, more engagement metrics. But what we really want to look at, and the purpose you're watching this is total revenue earned. So I'm going to actually sort this, not from new users, but how much money is being made. And this changed things around a little bit. So now, number 1 is organic search. Second is paid search, then direct, organic social, and then email for this time period. So this instantly told us, okay, direct had the most, we go to the left here, had the most users, but it's third when I sort by revenue. And I'm sorry that I probably can't show all this revenue here because this is fairly private data, but okay, so this is telling us now exactly how much money people searching for your escape room is earning you in the time period, how much money your paid ads are earning you, and how much money people just punching in, your brand awareness is bringing you. And then social, that's a question I always get. How much Is it worth posting on Instagram? It's hard to know without tracking it. And so this literally gives us a dollar amount of where your money is coming from, organized by the channel groupings. Powerful, powerful chart. Not that hard to find. Keep in mind it's under reports, it's under acquisition, user acquisition, and then you have a couple charts here. Just make sure your time here is correct. There's a lot more here too. Google Analytics 4 is absolutely a beast of awesome information, but I have a strong belief that you need to start with the question, what do I need to know? And in this case, we're looking at where is my money coming from? And then you go from there. So stay tuned, subscribe for more information, or let us know if you're an escape room owner. Reach out to us. We love helping escape rooms. But that's all for this video. Thank you so much.